Now let's continue with the second topic of this lesson. First, we have the order of the adjectives. Okay, let's start with the order of the adjectives. You all know that adjectives are those words that describe different characteristics of nouns. For example, an adjective is short. You can say that the man is short. Old is another example of adjective. You can say that this woman is old. You can say that this cap is red. Remember that colors are characteristics. So colors are also adjectives in English. And you have, for example, words like beautiful. Beautiful is also a characteristic of a noun. So you can say that that is an adjective. So when we mention only one adjective in a sentence, well, we don't have any problems. For example, when we say, I have a red car, the only characteristic that we are mentioning in this sentence is red. So we just say, I have a red car. We have no problem at all. But what happens when we have more than two adjectives to describe one noun? For example, if I want to say that my car is red, new, beautiful, and expensive in only one sentence, what can we do in this case? Well, we have to study the order of the adjectives to describe a noun. So pay attention because this is the order. The first position of the first order of the adjectives are those adjectives of number and quantity. For example, when you say and, the articles, you can say the number 5. When you say many, when you say much, when you say several, okay, in this case, those are adjectives of quantity or number. So those are the first that you need to write. In second position, you have to write the adjectives of opinion. The adjectives of opinion are called adjectives of opinion because what you think, maybe you think that something is pretty, but maybe another person does not think the same. So it's your opinion. That's why they are called opinion. In adjectives of opinion, we have pretty, ugly, smart, cheap, expensive, etc. Okay, remember that is your opinion. Maybe the others don't think the same. The third position of the adjectives is those adjectives of size. You can have, for example, big, fat, thin, tall, large, small. All those adjectives of size are in third position. In fourth position, we have those adjectives of shape or form. For example, circle, something is circle, something is a square, something is circular, something is round. Okay, those adjectives of shape are in fourth position. In fifth position, or in the position number 5, you find the adjectives of age. For example, when you say that something is old or a person is old, someone is young, when someone or something is 10 years, 5 years, a year, a week, or when you use the adjective, for example, new. Those are adjectives of age, right? So those go in fifth position. The colors, remember that all the colors in English are adjectives, so they are in the sixth position. All the colors that you can find, they are in the sixth position. The seventh position is those adjectives for origin or nationality. For example, American, Colombian, English, Asian, African, European, Chinese. Okay, those go in seventh position. The eighth position goes with the adjectives of material. For example, the material that something is made of. So you find, for example, cotton, wood, plastic, clothes, glass, gold, etc. All those materials are also adjectives in English. So pay attention to that. They go in the eighth position. Finally, the last position of the adjectives correspond to purpose or qualifier. In this case, these adjectives are those words that we use to say what is the purpose of something. For example, when you have sleeping bag, what is the purpose of the bag? Is to sleep. So sleeping is the adjective of purpose. Computer table, what is the purpose of the table? You say is to hold a computer. So that is called a computer table. In this case, this is the adjective, right? Football field, what is the field for? Is for playing football. So that is the purpose of the field. So remember the order of the adjectives to describe one noun. First, number, quantity. Second, opinion, size, age, shape, color, origin, nationality, material, and purpose. Pay attention to these positions. So in the example of I have expensive red new beautiful car, what is the correct order of these adjectives? Okay, as we said, first is the number or quantity. So we said a is an adjective of quantity. So we say I have a car. The next one is the adjectives of opinion. In this case, the adjective of opinion could be beautiful. So I have a beautiful. When you have two adjectives in the same category, for example, beautiful and expensive are in the category of opinion. What is expensive for you maybe is not expensive for another person. So when you have two adjectives in the same category, beautiful and expensive are in the category of opinion, well, you have to put them in the alphabetical order. So beautiful goes first because it starts with the B and then you continue with the A. Expensive in this case, okay? So we have, I have a beautiful expensive car. What is the next adjective according to that order? I have a beautiful expensive new, right? Because it's H, and then we have color, new red car. So we have number of quantity, we have opinion, we have age, and we have color. So the result is I have a beautiful, expensive, who are adjectives of opinion, new, which is an adjective of age, red, which is the color, and finally the noun, this thing, the object. I have a beautiful, expensive, new red car. Okay, now what about this example? We have 5 adjectives: plastic, children, small, Chinese, and any. So we have a question with 5 different adjectives. What is the correct order of this? Well, first, quantity, remember? So, do you have any scissors? Then, size. Do you have any small scissors? Then, nationality. Do you have any small Chinese scissors? Material. Do you have any small Chinese plastic scissors? And finally, the purpose. I mean, in this case, these scissors are for children. That is the purpose of these scissors. So, do you have any small Chinese plastic children scissors? That is the correct order of the adjectives in this example. Now let's continue with the articles one and once. We use the article one or once to replace or to not repeat the noun that we already mentioned. The noun could be an object, could be a person, could be an animal. That is the noun. So, we can use the article one to replace singular objects. Pay attention to this. One, without S, one is to replace singular objects. Pay attention to this example. Juan says, I like this dog. The dog is the noun here, right? I like this dog. Which one do you like? Pay attention to the use of this one. One is replacing or is used to not repeat the word dog. So, I like this dog. Which dog do you like? But to not repeat or to not say that, to replace the noun dog, we say, which one do you like? We know that it's a dog because you say it, you mentioned before. Maria says, I like the small white one. What is this one? It's a dog because you are replacing this noun, the dog, with the word one. Okay, so I like the small white one. In here, you know that you are talking about a dog. We can do exactly the same with plural nouns. For example, we use the article one to replace plural objects. This is the seller. Maybe this is a furniture store, and the seller tells this couple, do you like these gray armchairs? Pay attention, armchairs is the object we are talking about. The woman says, they are nice, but I prefer those blue ones. In this case, blue ones is referring to armchairs but not gray. the blue, right? The blue ones. In order to not to say, I prefer those blue armchairs, well, in English, it's not good if you repeat the same noun. In this case, you have to use the article once.